No, let's say what the law says is that you can't, if you hold someone for 48 hours, you have to charge him to court.
Yes.
But what they are arguing is that that has not been happening.
See, you have to charge him to court. Now, that is your ordinary interpretation of that. No, excuse me.
There's clear text of what the law requires.
Wait, I know. That's your interpretation of that. So, if there are the judiciary is the one who's giving, just wait. The judiciary is the one to also give you interpretation of that law that you are quoting. See, you may say, that from ordinary texts, it follows. So if the magistrate court, if the magistrate court, see me, wait, Sulaiman, no, don't worry, don't get out of this. No, I want to hold
out of it. On this one, okay. It's so clear. It's so clear. So what kind of interpretation have you seen? We have judicial precedent.
What I'm saying is that the magistrate court approved the remand order in spite of that, provision of the law. So meaning that magistrate court has brought into, put many other things into process. So if the CJ, a higher authority, is now giving a counter order, that's a totally different. And you now see that the EFCC has now.
Order. I think we should look at it more or less like a reminder of what they should be doing professionally. First, the EFCC is not a holding facility or a court where you just put people without charging them to court. And when you say you're remanding people, they are under custody by law that you should remand them in. And that's what the CJ is asking the magistrate to put into account. But if you look at this holistically, would you say this fight against corruption, the way and manner or the tactics we're going about it has helped the nation?
The kind of thing that are taking place, what are taking place in our recent history, could only have been imagined, in a banana republic. Going back
we
now.
Ask this because if you look at it, we have some spiral or series of policies, back and forth policies, that some Nigerians have come to say inimical to the growth and development of the country. You look at policies from the financial aspect, which is the CBN. You also look at so many other issues. Today, we're getting to see that the naira has fallen to an all-time low of about 300 naira to $1. And some say, or some argue, that this is as a result of the fight against corruption that this government has embarked on.
Let me tell you, you see, that perception is quite uncharitable, because when you look at some of the some of the things you are seeing now are symptomatic of a nation that is in peril, and the peril did not start today.
We know we're out
finish,
of time.
So that I don't lose my train of thought. Is it a deliberate policy?
No, certainly not. Apologies on that.
Okay, no problem.
We're really out of time.
Yes.
How long more do you think we can wait before we start seeing some form of good and less complaints from Nigerians on this fight against corruption?
Now, I believe that by the time we start, Nigerians to start to speak out clearly, and clearly about the judicial arm of government. Right now, if someone steals 100 billion from our coffers, and he is able to take an infinitesimally small percentage of that money, just 1 billion, he can hire 20 of the best legal minds in the land.
And the government cannot do better.
Wait, excuse me. Now, and what happens is that they go to court, and force the hands of the judge.
Force?
Wait, excuse me. In getting
no, don't force them. They argue their cases.
Excuse me.
They don't force them.
Getting perpetual injunction against any arrangement, against any. It has happened in this nation. Excuse me. So when you have a situation like that, wait,
we've only seen one instance.
You've only seen one instance.
Can you name any other instance?
You've only seen one instance.
That has happened.
Wait. You've only seen one instance. No, let's not.
Have you seen more than one instance?
I shouldn't be telling you. Okay, let us even take it from that one instance that you are admitting. Where is it written in our statute books? About a court granting perpetual injunction against future
and where is it written in our statute books that we cannot appeal that perpetual injunction? I mean, we've not heard that the EFCC or anybody else tried to appeal that, and it did not work.
Even granting it at all is odious.
But there are procedures.
Very odious.
There are processes to appeal it.
So it's repugnant to reasoning.
So in other words, what you're saying is that in order to overcome all of those shortcomings, even that of the judiciary, as you allude, is to take them, put them there, and that's it, without going to the courts.
There has to be a creative way,
which is
remind them without taking them to court, by the security agencies of taking into account our broken judiciary also. We have a broken judiciary. Let us admit it.
And we cannot fix it.
We will fix it. The judiciary must be fixed. But before it is fixed, it will not be allowed to hamper the fight against this corruption.
In other words, we can put them behind bars while we fix the judiciary.
No. I mean, the government is, trying its own best in ensuring that. I mean, see, this government wants to finance a budget. As it were now, I mean, the oil price is going, and whereas Nigeria's wealth, is sitting in private pockets. Right. And so you think that the government should not go by all means at getting that wealth to be able to benefit the people of Nigeria?
By all constitutional means.
By all constitutional means. By creatively,
What does creatively?
Yes.
Extra constitutional, extrajudicial?
It's not extrajudicial. See, if somebody is granted bail today, do you understand? And outside the court premises, EFCC carries the same person for another charge that they are about to do this thing. What is wrong with that?
So they can
That's a creative way of telling this thing. They have not taken the. No, they wait. They didn't carry him in the precincts of the court or in the court, in the courtroom.
All right.
They're outside the court premises. It's a creative way of looking at it. Thank you.
All right, you heard it. This is his creative way to go about this. But thank you for coming on, Mr. Rotimi Fashakin.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back in a minute and get the other perspective to this matter. Don't go away yet.